And good morning. Let me begin by saying thank you to all the people that responded to yesterday's video. There's over 1,000 views already. And I really appreciate the show of support that people are giving me. And I trust that this will continue. And especially some of the local people that listen. There are things that I may need help with. And I would appreciate it if you would ask, how can I help? Especially people that live fairly close by. In any case, let me get into the talk for today. The title that I've chosen is 2012, Taking a Stand Against Injustice. Most people, when the court tells them something is final, acquiesce. Not me. I'm not like most people. I will do what it takes to overturn injustice to the extent that I am able. Yes, it's for me in this case, yet in a very real sense, it is for everyone. We must take back our power and stand in truth. Otherwise, we have no one to blame but ourselves. As I keep being reminded, we are the ones we have been waiting for all along. I'm playing my role. Are you playing yours? I think in a great sense we all are playing our role, and we awaken in the time frame that we're able to awaken. And this is the awakening that's happening here in 2012. There will be a catalyzing event that will shift everything in the twinkling of an eye. I think it's going to be much more rapid than anybody thinks possible as this shift occurs. But it's occurring. I feel the energy of it. Even in light of what I've been through the past couple of days, all of the emotions and everything else that have gone on in me, I am still amazingly optimistic. Why? Because I've not given up. I'm not going to just sit down and say, okay, they win. No, they didn't. They broke a lot of laws and did a lot of things wrong, according to their own rules, according to their own laws. And I have to call them to task. Now, they've ignored almost everything I've ever done. But he that leaves the battlefield first loses. And I'm not leaving the battlefield. I don't like the idea that I have to be involved in a battle at all. I'd rather not. I'd rather live in peace, be left alone, and leave others alone. I'd rather just have an environment where I'm in a state of being loving and sharing love and receiving love from preferably someone that I'm very attracted to and very in love with. In love in the complete sense, including sexual love. I'd like that very much, but that's not the stage that I'm in. That's not the role that I'm here to play right now. It may be somewhat in the near future. I hope it's the near future. I hope it's not even, I'd like it to be weeks away and not months away. And certainly I don't want it to be years away. But in any case, I've not given up this matter. Yesterday I did write an email to the sheriff in Brevard County, Jack Parker, and I posted a link or his email address, which I think it was just Brevard County. I don't have it in front of me, and I apologize, but I did post it on Facebook. I also wrote to the local newspaper asking them to send reporters out to me and arrange an interview. I have not contacted video media or TV news media. I have not contacted anybody in that line. I did do the interview yesterday with James Martinez, and I'm so sorry because when I first talked to him, he told me that, and I didn't remember it this way, but it's the way it was, Bill would be calling me before it was time to go on. And so when I got off of that call, I remembered the Martinez and I remembered the Bill. And when I Googled it, there is a Bill Martinez live who is a talk show uh, celebrity, syndicated columnist, etc. And I totally forgot the James till Bill called me yesterday just before it was time to go on. I had even notified Bill Martinez, you know, asking him questions, about the interview beforehand. And then after the interview occurred, I had to write back to Bill Martinez and apologize. No, it was James Martinez that I thought I was communicating with, and I got the first name wrong. So that was sort of humorous, uh, how that all happened. Here I'm telling people to watch Bill Martinez live, and I even posted it on Facebook just within the hour of going on, and people were saying, I'm listening, and nobody's there because that wasn't the program that I was on. But I shared some of my story in that yesterday, and I did get one thing wrong. When I said $600, I meant $6,000. And if you listen, you'll know where I'm talking about. 600 would not have been quite as big an issue as the $6,000+ was. But in any case, I continue to move forward. I continue to spend time in prayer and meditation. I continue to drink in the energies of all the people that are supporting me and standing with me in this matter, all the people that are sharing my videos and encouraging others to write to the sheriff, and anybody that has any media contacts, especially here in Florida. I'd really appreciate that. I'm limited as to the amount of things that I can get done in a day. I am working on things, and it's a process. I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm not going to leave the battlefield. I'm not going to allow them to simply walk in and take my house for $100. I mean, the sale was totally unlawful. It was not an auction. They did not allow other bids. That's not an auction. My bid was rejected because they'd already made it final, and that's the way they do things. It's one bid, final, one bid, final, one bid, final, or sold. And that's not an auction, folks. That's a charade. That's absolutely incredible. And the person who made the bid misrepresented himself as representing the plaintiff in the case, when in fact he is an attorney on the staff of Dean Meade, the law firm that is representing PNC Bank. He totally bold-faced misrepresented himself before the court, which should automatically invalidate the entire action, as well as the fact that they, I'm not going to get into all the details, but I am documenting these things, and the court will understand where they have made mistakes. Now, will they continue to ignore me? I don't know. As James Martinez said in the interview yesterday, he predicts that they will do nothing. And that's what they've done most of the time in response to anything that I've done. They've done nothing. The only things that they have responded to are actions that I take that they want me to take, like filing an appeal, and they would have responded had I filed a bankruptcy. They would have responded to that because that's in their system, and it puts me into their jurisdiction. But I'm still a free man. I'm not going to stay in their jurisdiction. Now, it may look like I go in and out of it because I have to play in that ballpark to some degree, but I'm not relinquishing my rights. I'm standing in my power to the best of my ability, and I will continue to stand up, and I will continue to speak out. As long as I am able, I will continue to do that. These people, I mean, they are so blinded in their own arrogance. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic how this good old boys and girls network in Brevard County, and I'm sure many, many, many other places around the world works. They do not want the human family to awaken. They do not want people to take back their rights and to take back their power. They do not want people uh, to become responsible for their own lives and to live in freedom. They do not want that, because our freedom is their demise, the demise of their system, the demise of their matrix, and it's over. Folks, the writing is already on the wall for those that can see it. It is over. You are weighed in the balances, God says to the powers that used to be. You are weighed in the balances and found wanting. Your days are numbered. It's over. It's over. It's over. And it's not over yet insofar as they're still trying to make moves on the chessboard, but their moves are becoming more and more limited as people like me and others around the world are taking our stand, are playing our role of taking on the ascension powers. What I keep praying is to quicken in me the latent gifts and talents and abilities, the latent knowledge, the latent connections that I have with the universe, to reawaken them in me so that I can stand in the full stature of my being as a spiritual, living, ascended being, as Jesus was ascended according to the Bible record, as Jesus ascended after his death, as after his crucifixion and burial for 3 days. He walked around in an ascended body. And he wasn't the first one to have an ascended body, or actually, I guess Elijah and Enoch, they were just simply translated. But now many of us are going to have these ascended bodies, and we're going to stand in power that cannot be assailed by these criminals that are still trying to run a corrupt system. They're still trying to play their sick game, but their game is coming to an end so fast, and in the heavens it's already over. On earth it still has some moves left, but in the heavens it's done. We have bound this beast. We have bound it. It is being cast out, and it either has the choice of transforming itself individual by individual, or it's just simply not going to be able to stay in the atmosphere and the energies of earth, because earth is rising. Our mother that has supported us as physical beings is rising. The physical manifestation, the physical creation is rising up and taking back our full inheritance as children of God, those of us that are. And I encourage every one of you to stand in your power. When it looks like the whole world is allied against you, stand in your power anyway, and let your light shine anyway to the best of your ability. Don't beat yourself up when you miss it a little bit. Don't be too harsh on yourself. And why do I say that? Because I'm too harsh on myself most of my life. I'm learning to give myself more grace. I'm learning to give myself more latitude and allowing a wider range of emotions without judgment, and allowing myself to experience whatever it is that I'm experiencing, and to go through it and to just let it pass, let it shift, let it change, because I'm in the middle of a transformation and I'm not alone. You are in the middle of a transformation, or you wouldn't be listening to this, even if you're resisting what I'm saying. Too bad. You're in the middle of a transformation. The energies are shifting and changing everything as we've known it. Nothing is going to remain the same. By the end of this year, this world will be unrecognizable, in the sense that the old systems will have collapsed and new systems will already be in place and being established to create 2013, which is going to be a year of renaissance and celebration and great joy and great happiness. I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, it is so amazing what lies only less than a year ahead of us, as we shift all of this corruption, as we shift all of this darkness, as the lights penetrate to the very core of darkness. And it's happening, folks. It's happening in our lives right now. It's happening day after day, week after week, and we're going to watch the whole world change, before our eyes. I think that's all I'm going to share with you today. And again, I just want to close by saying thank you to all of those who are standing with me in this. Even some people, even one person that sort of surprised me, said, "I'm with you, Ron." Sort of surprised me. Thank you. And you know who you are. I'm surprised you still listen, but then again, maybe not. Because I speak the truth, and I speak it in love, and everybody can feel that, because it's the truth. Namaste.